Good morning. Chickens aren't happy. As you can see, it's not as dark as when I usually come out here to get them. Yeah, I'm on the way. I'm working on it. What is it? Good morning. Where's Zombie Chicken? Uh-oh. Oh, there you are. Why were you hiding from me this morning? Okay, come on. Okay. You gonna help me on my rounds this morning? This is probably my favorite time of year. Spring and fall. Summer's just too hot. Winter's too cold. So I know. Wham, wham, wham. Right? Well, come on. There you go. Yeah. That's right. So. It's leftover boot. So this whole area here, the chickens have really been, you want to find out what's in that area, put chickens, because that's all they do. They just scratch at things. So they just find all kinds of stuff all in this area. Because even though I had to get Chris to clear this used to be open field. At least I know it was in the 50s. And there's still a post right here from what used to be a little fenced area. And this is where all those old cars were. So we found lots of stuff in here. All kinds of stuff to find. They dig it up. So I need to come out here with the kids and pick trash up. They scratch around and find everything. But yeah, favorite time of year. You can walk around easy. The heat's not crushing you. It's a little cool in the mornings. It warms up. Get started on your projects. Like cutting that tree up that I need to do. Hi. What's up, Gertrude? What you got, Dodo? You find something? Hey, you find more work for me? Come on. That's the sound of my neighbor. Has been out there working on the clearing themselves. Have no idea, apparently, how to burn a burn pile. So this is the areas that we have to fix on the road, where Duke had to dig across, or Pike, and that was their attempt to put it back. See, it's a mess. So we gotta fix that, and then our nice smooth road from here on out is kind of a mess because they put the excavator on the road and moved it sideways to fill this back in instead of doing it from the dirt side. So there's lots of areas where it's messed up. Said aim at a tree. Like I said in the last video. So the starter arrives today. We'll see if that's it. Hoping that's it.
Let me tell you something, my friend. Hope is a dangerous thing.
If not, then it'll be going back to my buddy. He already said bring it back to him if it's not the starter, so he'll take care of it. Yes, those are willow trees, or if that's a willow tree, and then you can't really see it. It's probably blending in with the dock, but there's one over there, and then there's one there on either side of that ditch. We really like those trees, and some people don't, whatever. Yeah, see, it's all tore up through here. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but from here on, it's just a bumpy mess. Those are bald cypress trees. Yeah, then the rest of this field did not get planted with grass. You know, it didn't get touched. That's because this is the area for the geothermal field, and as we build the house, I mean, this is just all going to get lots of traffic, so we just got torn up anyway. So kind of the line was the ditch. So everything that way, we're going to grow grass, and all the bank there and over there in the head section. But all this area is not really getting messed with. So today is supposed to be the day that I get the updated engineered plans. So when you're building a house, you have lots of aspects and things to get together. Depending on the size and the complexity of the house depends on how long it takes to get these things done. So one thing about purchasing online plans, they're not always a buildable set. And depending on your jurisdiction, the size of the house and all that stuff, depends on how much other work's gonna have to be done to make those into a set acceptable by the county, or that you can use for bids. So a few things about our set is it didn't come with a window and exterior door schedule. You know, it does list the sizes, so usually I guess they just expect people to do the takeoffs on them and do it themselves, but that wasn't the case. So that was a little bit more money and time being the biggest thing, really, because the charge wasn't bad. So there's things that you may want to ask if you're doing that. See, there's a ditch that's comes across here, and this ultimately goes to that area, and that's where we had to go ahead and define a swell. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Waiting on others so we can get started. We've got a meeting at 10 a.m. with the HVAC engineer, and we will be discussing, what are we discussing? What are we discussing, dog? You know, I don't even remember. I think we're inputting some data to go over these, well, I know what it is. We're having a joint meeting with the HVAC engineer and the structural engineer to discuss what he'd like to have, because the joist that we're using, before the joists come in, when they're being manufactured, you can specify where you want openings, things like that. It's hard to specify openings if you don't know what you're running. So yeah, you have to get your HVAC spec done so that you can then figure out your duct sizing and routing, so you know where to cut these holes. And maybe if there's enough people that want to see it, or if I can figure out a entertaining way to put it together, maybe I'll do a video that says that shows some of that, like things that you have to do. Turned out to be a good view, didn't it? What are you doing? Yeah, we haven't done one of these in a while, have we? This will tell us our final footer size. It's kind of hard for me to put a footer in when the size is changing. We made the decision to spend the extra money. It's going to be about 40 cents a square foot to go to lightweight concrete, because the lightweight concrete will put a lighter load on things. This is for the floor system. So we didn't really need the extra strength, because the floor itself is carrying the strength. The concrete's kind of the finish. Hey, we're going this way, ding dong. Yeah. A little more money, but less money in steel and footer cost. This turned out really nice. I'm glad we didn't just dump it on the back side of the trees. Should have got my nephew out here with a rake. He didn't understand why we had him stop driving. Like, you're Evel Knievel out here. Left ruts everywhere. But you also want kids to have some fun, you know. Isn't that beautiful? Now, just imagine that all through there, and all over there. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Gonna be real nice.
It's just a real nice surprise. Just a real nice surprise.
I should probably move that back to the front, huh? Yeah, I miss doing these walks. This turned out really nice too. Yeah, so we got a couple little spots from the washout. Because we got that big rain, but it's okay. We'll take care of that. I've got the conduit ran into a little storage area on the dock. From the solar panel over to the meter box. We've got a couple different conduits. One will take 240 from the meter box to the solar controller for when there's no sun. And the other will take the output of the solar controller to the well pump. That needs to get done, then all that can get covered up. Then they're gonna bring a transformer, wire that up. I have a panel that goes inside the little storage building there. And then we will have power on the dock and power to the well house for when we need water and there's no solar output. I don't know if you could tell in the last video, but they came out and got a lot of the big rocks up. I'd gotten 3 loads of rocks up, and they got a bunch more, and people running through my field. I mean, just, you can't make some of it up, man. It's a little frustrating. You can control yourself, but you can't control others. I saw in the last video, neighbors riding out here using this for a cutoff for them to get from their deal to where they live down the street. But of course, no one's asked me. Rolling through and hemming and hawing and playing loud music when they come through and all this stuff. So, fences make good neighbors. And that's what's coming. You'll see that in the next video. I don't know. What's y'all's opinion on that? Put that in the comment section. You know what? You know, it's country life, right? What's your opinion? Whew, I like this. Maybe I'll get a little bit better shape besides round. Appreciate y'all coming on the walk with me today. And catch you in the next one.
Started too fast, now you can't slow down. The runaway girl in a hurricane town, singing a song that you never really knew, and I need you to come back home.